G'day guys, welcome to Tuesday night in the man cave. Hope you all had a ripper week. Now what we've got going on in this video is we do a comparison with that SC1 new bike in a can made from by Maxima. So we do a comparison with Mr. Sheen, WD-40. There's some other mentions of another product which you'll see when that comparison comes up. What else we got? We check out what Nay's doing in the woodshed. I have a bloke called Steve dropping on his way through to the BENDIGO swap meet, which is a huge thing every year. He's made up these signs, one for me and one for Pooky the dog, which are bloody awesome. So I got a bit of footage from that. I don't actually do any work on the. I don't think I do any work. I don't do any work on the woods. What is it? It's a wood heater. But I have a bit of a chat about that. What's going on there? What else have I got? I've got Donald, one of the crew guys, drops me a $20 bloody tip and tells me to get out and buy some fire extinguisher signs just to make sure that I really do see them. So I do that and do a bit of bloody footage with that stuff. What else have I got? I'm looking down here at my list. And is that all of this? Yep. And the last bit will be a bit of a sneak peek into some of the footage, not much of the footage, but a little bit the footage of that Great Alpine Ride that Alistair, James, me and Nay did. Alistair was on the 1090, KTM 1090. James was on his Yamaha XSR 900. Oh, what a wicked bike that thing is. And me and Nay were on Harry the Boulevard. So all you Boulevard fans or Harry fans, I'm on him. Cool, all right, let's do this SC1 comparison test. Rightio guys, so now what I want to do is the comparison test. So we've got the SC1, the stuff that I bang on about all the time. Great stuff. Now this stuff is $19.95. I know you can get it from mxstore.com.au, so you can get that online and delivered to you, or some local motorcycle, not all. I know Elliott Brothers here in Bendigo sell that stuff, they have it on the shelf. Cool. Then we had the crazy dude get into me about the WD-40 Specialist High Performance Silicone Lubricant that you can get from Bunnings, and that was $8.90. Same size as these are the same size, way cheaper. Smells good, smells okay, a bit like a bug spray. Then we've got Mr. Sheen, which is 250, so a bit smaller than those other ones. You can get that from any supermarket, obviously, as you'd know, and that was $5.35 for that stuff. Now I know that these two are pretty much the same. Now, someone mentioned about Super Cheap Auto, and I think they were over in New Zealand, Super Cheap Auto, and it was Super Cheap Auto Tire Shine Silicone in a blue tin, and like $3 to buy it. So I went today, and this is for the regular guys that watch this, because I can say this and not everybody's going to bloody see it and whatever. But if the comments are important, I think, you know, and I take stock of what's said in the comments. So if you're giving me something, kind of like try and give me a bit more information, or make sure the information that you're giving me is, you know, half decent, because the product, well, I went to Super Cheap, and the Super Cheap, so this is, I've taken a photo, I went down there today purely to do this, and I've wasted my whole time doing it. That's the stuff there. Now he said it was in a blue tin. Now that's got blue on it. It's the Super Cheap Auto brand, but it's ultra wet look tire shine. It says nothing about silicone, and it's $6.99, so $7. So I'm thinking, is that the one you're talking about, or isn't it? So then there was another one, which is Australian Export. It's a blue tin, more blue tin than the other one, and it's $4.99. It's closer than what the other one is, but it says wet look tyre shine. Nothing about silicone on there at all. Now this one had the normal things, you know, don't spray it on your tyres, like bicycle tyres and motorcycle tyres and all that kind of stuff. The other one here, that one, the super cheap one, had a whole heap of warnings, like all that stuff and more. And it mentioned that don't put it on, don't spray it onto plastic, don't spray it onto painted surfaces. So I'm thinking that is not going to be as good as this, especially if it's going to do something to you, because I spray it and it goes over painted, plastic, rubber, the aluminium, the motors, everything, and it all gets heated up, and I know that that does not have a problem. The seat, all over the seat. So that stuff with those warnings on there, I don't know whether they're just bullshit warnings, but I go, whoa, I don't want to be spraying that onto my motorbike if that's what they're saying on that. And this doesn't have any warnings like that, and it actually says that, you know, it can go on all those types of different materials, not a problem at all. Alright, let's stop banging on and bullshitting. Let's get over. I'm going to test it on Max's, just on his tank, so I can try and get 3 lots. I don't know, this isn't scientific as per usual. I think what we're going to find is those 3 products are all going to be pretty much the bloody same. Rightio guys, so I'm just going to dust off Harry, give him a bit of a wipe up. Now I don't know how good this is going to come up in the camera, because I know the bikes can be dirty, especially like Harry can be dirty, and on the camera he looks really clean. But I'm hoping I'll be able to get up close and see, I reckon that looks pretty shiny as that is, but it's not. It's very dull. I can see all the scratches and bits and pieces. Rightio, so what I've done is I've got a bit of paper like that. I'm going to stick it on here and I'm going to spray. So the diamond is SC1, the round one is Mr. Sheen, and WD-40 is going to be the square. So first one first, getting as far over here as possible. Give that a bit of a spray. Oh, Mr. Sheen. It's really good how they stick on there. That was obviously from me rubbing it. Cool. See, this stuff, you can see it gets quite milky, but once you rub it off, there's no difference. Alright, WD-40. Whoa. Okay. So out of all these, and I'm going to sound like I'm biased, I know, the SC1, it just, obviously the way it comes out, it just does a better spray. Cool. Cool. So yeah, delicious. The other ones not so much. Rightio guys, so let's see if we can see this. So that is the SC1. Now with SC1 you can just spray it and leave it if you want to, or you can wait, you know, a couple of minutes and then you buff it off. It's your choice. So there's the Mr. Sheen, and then there is the WD-40. Wow, that WD-40 is, I mean, see, because it came out so what do you call it, so thick, but that's real shiny, isn't it? Or is that the angle? Oh yeah, so yeah, there you go. So that one does that as well. Cool, but the Mr. Sheen doesn't. That one looks way shinier though. So what we're going to do is wait a minute and then I'll buff them off and then we'll see what happens. Cool. Rightio guys, so it's now been, I don't know, it's most probably been a few minutes. So you can see that's the SC1. Mr. Sheen is now all fully dried with a creamy whatever it is on it. And that is the WD-40. Now I've noticed that the WD-40, if I can get on there, it seems to be running. If I come down here, yeah. So I don't know whether that's because of just the way it gets sprayed on a lot thicker with that nozzle or not. So what we're going to do is just run a line like that. Don't know what this is going to prove to me, but there you got that. I'm rubbing my finger each time I do this. And then you got SC1. So don't know what. Oh, you can see as soon as you wipe on that, this is gonna come up the same as that, which is what I've already done before. All right, let's buff them up. Rightio, so I've just got a normal rag, and I've got to make sure I don't buff it around too much. So there you go. That's that one. Now I'm buffing it using a different part of the rag. See, Mr. Sheen kind of like spreads. Look at that. Yeah, wow. I didn't realise that. That's not a bad thing or anything different, whereas the Maxima seems to stay in the same spot. And actually, looking at that now, that Mr. Sheen looks shinier than that one. All right. New spot. What's that one doing? Wow. So that's really interesting, guys. So that's the WD-40. And I'm kind of like struggling to see much. It obviously must have spread a little bit too. I don't know. It's kind of just disappeared. Now the Mr. Sheen, you can clearly see that. Now when I rub that, it's actually moved that stuff, because you could see the way it was sat on there. That it was like a thick layer. And then the Mr. Sheen, the WD-40, you can clearly see that diamond. It stayed where you put it and when I just rubbed it. But Mr. Sheen, I mean, in this case, I'd have to say Mr. Sheen wins, which is what Nay said. She actually, when we did it, she thought the Mr. Sheen was better. Wow. I was so hoping Maxima would win out. So there you go. All I can say is Mr. Sheen in the shininess department is a winner. Now let's go and talk some bullshit. Rightio guys, so here's the bullshit bit. I think Mr. Sheen has to be the clear winner out of that. It had more shine. The label on here says put it on leather, wood, painted surfaces, enamel, the whole kit and caboodle. You can spray this on there, rub it to a shine. It cleans, shines and protects. And it was $5.35, so cheaper option. WD-40, I'm sure it does the, you know, you can spray this on pretty much anything. It would do the clean, protect. It doesn't shine as well as what Mr. Sheen does. It is cheaper at $8.90, not than Mr. Sheen, or is it? No, it would be a little bit cheaper than Mr. Sheen in the sizing department. SC1, I like the way, and I didn't like the way that this one sprayed. It actually would, if you were trying to get up and into things, because this is the other thing, it's not just about making your bike pretty, it's protecting everything. So, you know, you might have bits of bolts and stuff that like add-ons that might, you know, are prone to rusting because they're not stainless steel or they're not zinc coated or blah blah blah. You know, I've got stuff on Harry the Boulevard where I've put the peg and the bolts have rusted up because they've given me shonky bolts. I've just never worried about changing it out. But you know, keeping it sprayed with stuff like that helps all that prevent that stuff from rusting and clagging up and all that kind of stuff. SC1 does a good shine. I like the way that it's sprayed on there. The shine is not as good as Mr. Sheen, clearly in that test. It will do the clean, shine and protect, as well as, you know, I said about spraying it underneath the guards. It makes it easier to clean, which is going to be exactly the same as Mr. Sheen. It is expensive though, so it's $19.95. It is this expensive way of doing it, but it smells delicious. So there you go. I mean, you choose. Everybody's going to have their own preference on what they want to do. My preferences are still going to be SC1 because, I don't know, I get a bit loyal, I suppose, a little bit to Maxima because they did, you know, give me all this stuff, and it does do exactly what it is. It just is a little more expensive, but it smells good. Even the dog, wherever she is, she loves it. But I will definitely recommend that, and if I ever bang on about SC1, I will always say Mr. Sheen. Cool bananas, that's it. Back to Man Cave Tuesday. Rightio guys, let's check out these ripper signs that Steve brought. Rightio guys, check this out. This bloke here, his name is Steve, and this is what he's made. So you've got a whole heap of these bloody, what do they call them? Number plates.
Yes, number plate signs.
Did a deal with an old bloke and managed to get all these. And look at that. Is that not cool? But here's the best thing. Pooks.
The star of the show.
Yep, that's it. So I reckon I'll be able to mount that down there. Bloody ripper. So Steve's come up here for the Bendigo swap meet. You've done that the last, what, 3 years, I think?
3 or 4 years, yep.
Yeah. So got all those car parts and all that kind of stuff, yeah?
Yep, EH Holden stuff.
Yeah, cool. All right, guys, we'll leave you with that. Thanks, Steve.
See you later.
Rightio, so let's whack on this sign. I've just pre-drilled the holes for it. Put that on there. Hopefully that one's in the right spot. Oh, Jesus. Nearly split it. There we go, look at that. Ah. Beautiful. Come on, Pokes. Look at your sign. Can you... What are you doing? Look at your sign up here. What do you reckon of that? That's pretty good. You gonna hop into bed? There you go, now you're checking it out. Oh, your poor little back legs. Alright, come on, let's hop you in. Oh, daisies. In you go. Perfect. She bloody loves it. What's this? Checking it out, eh? Actually, I should make sure there's no sharp bits. Oh no, that's alright. That's way up. Oh. Yeah. Righto, now the other sign. Rightio guys, so now I've got to put up this other one, but I tell you what, I'm struggling to find places to put bloody bits and pieces up, but we've got a really good spot just here. So I reckon if I put that up there, it'll say Biker Bits, the workshop. Bloody hell, got the wrong bit for that. That's Nays Special Screws. It has a square head. See that? It's a square head. They're a really good screw system. It's that Craig stuff. And I don't know what it is. It's just those screws just work really, really well. And this head and those screws, they don't slip and jump around and all that kind of stuff. bloody beautiful. There we have it. Biker Bits Workshop. All shonky and wonky. Just the way I love it. All right, Steve, thanks again, mate, for that sign and Pooky's little... Oh, look out, Pooky's dead. Oh, my God. What are you doing, Pooks? Hello. That sign there, that's Ripper. Awesome. Back to the man cave. Well, apparently Nay's not in the woodshed, but we'll see what she's up to anyway. What are you doing, Nay? Geez, I've got to be quick around you.
I'm wrapping presents.
Gary, if you're watching that, these are the two signs you just bought off Nay's Etsy store. So they're getting wrapped up, getting ready to send out today.
Ready to send them for sure. He'll get his tracking number and then he can watch them.
Cool, thanks Gary. Rightio guys, so we're going to talk about the wood heater. That was my bad attempt at making it look like there's a bit of a fire in there. Alright, let's check it out. Rightio guys, so the wood stove project has not had much or had anything done this week. Had that Alpine Ride and yeah, so, but something I keep forgetting to show you guys is the holes, what I ended up, I don't know whether I kind of feel like I've told you this, but what I did to fill up the holes was put a bolt in there and then just weld around it. So on that big one there, it just sat in there and then welded and that was fine. But there's another one around here, oh, this one here, same size bolt, but that actually threaded in. I still just welded around it just for the hell of it. But so that filled those up. Now this thing here, I'll go get the tripod and I'll show you what I've done, which didn't work, but hang on a minute. Rightio, so the idea of that thing here was to put on a copper pipe that goes over that like that. This was to curl down. I might just zoom you guys in there a little bit closer. So this would curl around and run down the side of this. Now being copper, that's supposed to heat this up, or it attracts the heat, or one or the other type thing. So what happens is the air gets drawn up into here, so because that's just obviously cut open, got a fire going in there and somehow magic stuff happens, and I've seen it on YouTube. They put a little bit of smoke and you see the air being drawn up and that fresh air comes in the top there, and then all that smoke that you have, that's unburnt combustible material, and that is supposed to help with burning that extra material before it comes out the top as smoke. And I think normally you have a baffle, which I've talked about. I don't know whether I'm going to do the baffle yet. I'll just see how this runs and then I might add the baffle later. But as you can see, my bending abilities, I just can't. I've tried a bending pipe and I know you can put ice in these and there's a whole lot of bloody tricky dicky things. I don't know, I've thought, no, bugger this. What I'm going to do is go to Bunnings, and I reckon you should be able to get elbows of this stuff, get an elbow that will go over it, and then I might only have a bit of a bend to come down here and then run there and run down there. So just thought I'd show you. It's like a bit of a it's like a handle. Whatever. So that's it. I'm no further with this thing. Hopefully next Man Cave Tuesday I'll have a whole lot more done on it. Cool. Back to the Man Cave. It's a bloody big match. Let's check out the signs. Rightio guys, so I've got a $20 tip from Donald. Donald, thank you very much. Donald's one of the regular tippers, one of the crew members tippers. And what he's done is he's given me 20 bucks and he said go and get yourself some fire extinguisher signs so you can bloody see them at a glance. So I've got two. I've already started halfway doing something with them, because there's different places I've got to put them. Now they cost me, so I just went to Bunnings and got them. They were $7.50 each, so that was 15 bucks. So that's left me $5 extra. So I thought, I'll buy him. Oh, bloody Donald, thanks, mate, for the beer. Oh, bloody good shit. Now, you'll notice that that didn't go shh, because I already did this little bit and I didn't have the camera rolling, so I had to redo this bit. There you go. That's a Carlton draft. Now you'll notice that it's all a little bit scratched up and there's no thing on there. This has been sitting in the bottom of the fridge for I don't know how long, but this would have been one of the leftover beers from one of the Ramble rides. So there you go. Now I reckon sometimes, oh, there is something in there. On the bottom of these Carlton draft, I don't know if they still do it, but oh, you can't. Oh. All right, magnifying glass time. What does it say? A4. Oh, hang on. Oh. How many grand finals did Tom Hafey win as a coach? And I already just said the answer. So if I turn it around the other way, answer 4. So that's AFL football, Australian rules football. Cool. There you go. I wouldn't have known the answer, but you got a whole bunch of mates and you're around the campfire or whatever, crack open one and then someone yells it out. That's a good bloody thing. All right. So, this one here, I'm going to put that one out there. Let's go and do that. Rightio, guys. That looks pretty bloody clean there. So these are just stickies. I reckon if I whack that there, boom. Looking down low, looking up high. Done deal. Rightio, so now we're going to do this other one, so I've had to do this a little bit different. Tell you what, the beer's going down alright. It's quite a warm day today. So, I've just had this cork flute lying around. Because it's going to go over here on the pole, I couldn't just easily stick it anywhere. So I've whacked it on there. I'm going to cut this stuff out. Look at that. Rightio, a little bit of super glue, I reckon, on this stuff. Like that. Rightio, so we've got some super glue on there, and I reckon I should just pop it up there. Wriggle that around. So hopefully, oh geez, I don't know if this is going to work, guys. Maybe I should have used liquid nails. Oh no. If I stand here long enough, drink me beer, it's not a bad job to be doing. Let go of that. Hopefully that'll bloody stay there. Well, there you go. I reckon that's going to be a job done. I won't touch that for the moment, but I'll finish off my beer, and I reckon we'll call that a job done. So Donald, thanks heaps, mate. You're a bloody legend. Cool. Back to the man cave. Rightio, guys. So now it's time to see the sneak peek of that Alpine ride, which is hence why I've got a burnt nose and I'm all a little bit. A bit bedraggled looking. All right, here you go.
Don't blame him.
Come and show him the bloody this thing.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. It's just like instantly. Hello. All right, guys. So this is what happens when you're on an adventure. Look at it. Person down. Kangaroos wandering around this yard. It's a really big place. There's actually, I think there's 3 cottages here. It's very quaint. Out. Here we go, into the cottage. Check this out.
Nose hiding.
Nose hiding. Relaxing. Rightio, guys, so I'm going to bloody take Alistair's bike for a ride first, and he's going to ride the Yamaha XSR. Ah, got it.
that's all right, guys. I'm just going to ride out.
Yeah, go.
Yeah. Just riding out.
All right, let's back up. Hopefully he falls.
In theory.
Arrogant bastard.
Mark
I'm just
needs
going to
to
ride
You are
out.
filming. Yeah, good.
Of course.
So fall.
Yeah.
Which makes well.
Give it a spin. All right, so what do you reckon, James?
It's been a fantastic weekend. I can't wait to get out and do another ride like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, just love the corners. So.
Yeah, that's it. And especially on your bike.
Yeah, but you've done really well this weekend on the boulevard with May on the back.
Yeah.
Fat ass on the back.
And Alistair, you've done really well with that
I loved
the
it.
KDM.
It's been great. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, guys. That's another Man Cave Tuesday done and dusted. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you all have a fantastic week. Now, I've got a lot of editing to do on that Great Alpine Ride. I've uploaded all the bloody footage and it's like, oh my God. But I'm hoping to have that done by the end of the week. If not, it might be the weekend or something like that. I've got another video that I want to do, and that's a continuation of the, what do you call it, the fire lighter? The fire lighters. Some people have given some comments, and there was one in particular which I thought was absolutely brilliant, because to do with motorcycles. But anyway, there you go. Alright guys, remember, keep on riding. If you ain't riding, keep on keeping on. Check out the Worldwide Man Cave shop. It's where you international guys can buy our stickers and patches and bits and pieces. If you want to help support the Biker Bits channel, check out our Patreon page and become part of the Keep On Riding crew. Prefer to leave us a tip? No worries. Just do it at the Man Cave tip jar, and don't forget, leave us a message. Why not check out the Biker Bits Australia website? Got heaps of bloody cool products on there. Sorry, we don't do international delivery though. Just click on the show more, all that little triangle, and I'll show you all the info and links to all this stuff. Thanks guys.